purpose of this presentation is to inform you, the public, about who we are and what we do in our lodges and local communities. We will address common questions and rumors and share our rich history with you. Freemasonry in the 21st century serves a different purpose than when it was formed in the Middle Ages, yet our mission and principles are still relevant today and will endure for centuries to come. Freemasonry, as we know it today, has a history that spans more than 300 years. Masonry is the world's largest fraternal organization. In Nevada, we have 40 lodges with more than 4,000 members. With over 11,000 lodges and 1.4 million Masons in the United States and 4 million members worldwide, we are a strong and highly respected local, national, and international organization. Our mission is guided by 3 enduring principles of our fraternity: brotherly love, relief, and truth, and our values, which include ethics through leading lives based on honor and integrity, tolerance for religious, ethnic, cultural, social, and educational differences, personal growth through continuous pursuit of knowledge, philanthropy through charitable giving and community service, family, and individual freedom. Masonry is a body of knowledge and system of ethics based on the belief that each man has a responsibility to improve himself while being devoted to his family, faith, country, and fraternity. For nearly 350 years, considerable thought and study of Masonic ideals have been shared in Masonic lodges and writings. Masons and authors interested in Masonry have published thousands of books and articles concerning ethics, leadership, and civil society. One Masonic library in Philadelphia alone contains over 75,000 volumes. And today, there are thousands of websites dedicated to the continued exploration of Masonic principles and their application to our modern society. We are often asked, what do Masons do? Charity is at the heart of many Masonic activities. We strive to make a difference in our communities, our country, and our world through philanthropy and community service. Each year, Nevada Masons donate tens of thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of hours to small and large philanthropic causes. Masonic charities receive no local, state, or federal funding and are supported entirely by member contributions. In Nevada, we have several statewide Masonic philanthropic programs. For public schools, we offer a comprehensive workshop at no cost that builds educators' skills in identifying at-risk students and providing appropriate guidance. Because of the training through this program, our educators have helped to change and save the lives of many of our youth. Nevada Grand Lodge, in conjunction with many of our lodges, appendant, and concordant bodies, each year provides scholarships, which have enabled hundreds of students to pursue college educations. Parents of thousands of Nevada children have used our Child ID program to receive free fingerprinting, photo identification, and DNA samples in case their child is ever missing or kidnapped. Our Bikes for Book program is used in many of our Nevada public elementary schools and has motivated our children into reading thousands of books. We also volunteer as guest readers at these same schools. Our Scottish Rite language disorder clinics, with one located in Las Vegas and one in Reno, provide services for children who suffer from aphasia, stuttering, and related learning or speech disorders. 2 Shrine hospitals in California and one in Utah provide free specialized medical and rehabilitation services to Nevada children with problems of the spinal cord, bones, joints, and muscles. They also treat children with severe burns. These Shrine hospitals have pioneered many burn and spinal cord injury treatments now in worldwide use. Yes, Shriners are Masons. This is who we are and what we do. Now let's go back to our beginning, and we will touch on the high points of our rich history. How did Freemasonry start? In the Middle Ages, the term Freemason referred to highly skilled stonemasons who were hired as free agents to build castles and cathedrals throughout Europe. Because of the inherent danger of their work, many stonemasons formed local organizations called guilds or lodges to take care of the sick and injured members, as well as the widows and orphans of those who were killed on the job. They also used lodges as places to meet, receive their pay, plan their work, train new apprentices, and socialize. Since there were no ID cards at the time, secret passwords and handshakes were originally used to prove a man was a member of the lodge and to help protect the trade secrets of the stonemason's craft. Gradually, the stonemasons accepted other selected gentlemen into the brotherhood, and it evolved from a labor guild into a fraternity. In 1717, the Freemasons were formally organized as a fraternal group in London, England, and established the first governing body called a Grand Lodge. Within the next 20 years, Freemasonry spread throughout Europe and made its way to the American colonies. In 1733, the first American Grand Lodge was established in Boston. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, John Hancock, and many others of our founding fathers were among the first Masons in America. What about Nevada? During the gold rush of 1849, Masons who came to Nevada in search of fortune brought our rich traditions with them. They soon founded some of Nevada's first Masonic lodges in the mining towns, acting under the grand jurisdiction of California. In 1865, the Grand Lodge of Nevada was established, which is now headquartered in Reno and has the authority over our state's 4,000-plus members and 40 lodges. How does the fraternity operate throughout the world? A lodge is an assembly of Masons and also is the building or room in which Masons meet. A Grand Lodge, for example the Grand Lodge of Nevada, serves as the governing body for a specific geographic area. In the United States, there is a Grand Lodge for every state and the District of Columbia. It sets policies, ensures that rules and regulations are followed, creates new lodges, provides information and assistance to its current lodges, and serves many other purposes, somewhat like a headquarters. Each Grand Lodge is independent from each other. You no doubt are interested in what happens inside a lodge. There are two kinds of meetings. First is a monthly lodge meeting devoted to regular business of operating an organization. The second kind of meeting is ceremonial, used for admitting new Masons and advancing them through the degrees. These two are our formal meetings. We also have other activities and programs, many of which include our families. A degree is a stage or level of membership. The degrees explain Masonry and teach the fraternity's core values. As a man attains each level of membership, the lodge holds a ceremony to confer the degree. The 3 degrees are Entered Apprentice, Fellow Craft, and Master Mason. Where did these names come from? The names are taken from the historic craft guilds. In the Middle Ages, when a person wanted to join a craft such as carpentry or stonemasonry, he was first apprenticed. As an apprentice, he learned the tools and skills of the trade. When he proved his skills, he became a fellow of the craft. And when he had exceptional ability, he was known as a master of the craft. When a Mason receives the 2nd degree, he becomes a fellow craft. And in the 3rd degree, he becomes a Master Mason and is entitled to full membership in our fraternity. A man first becomes a Mason at his local lodge. After he advances through the 3 degrees, he may join any of the other Masonic organizations, each of which focuses on different aspects of Freemasonry. The best known in the United States are the Scottish Rite, York Rite, and the Shrine. A Mason may choose to obtain additional degrees through either Scottish Rite or York Rite, and a Mason may go on to serve as a Shriner. Additionally, Nevada has 2 research lodges, one in Las Vegas and one in Reno, which are dedicated to promoting scholarly Masonic study and discussion. There are Masonic organizations that admit both men and women. These offer couples the opportunity to share in the Masonic experience. The best known, the Order of the Eastern Star, is the largest co-ed fraternal society in the world. Our 3 youth groups share the common goal of character building and community service. Established nearly a century ago, the groups are DeMolay International for young men, the International Order of Rainbow for girls, and Job's Daughters International, also for girls. We're sure you have several questions about Masonry. We'll address some of the most common questions now, and then your hosts will be available to answer your questions individually after this presentation. First off, is Masonry a secret organization? No, it really is not a secret society, although it sometimes has that reputation. Masons certainly don't make a secret of the fact that we are members of the fraternity. We wear rings and lapel pins, which identify us as Masons. We also have emblems and license plates on our vehicles, which identify us as Masons. We organize and participate in many community events. Our Masonic buildings are clearly marked and are listed in the phone book. Our lodge activities are not secret. Our events are often listed on our websites and in the newspapers, especially in smaller towns. Most of the Masonic organizations have their own websites. The Grand Lodge of Nevada's website is www.nvmasons.org. That's www.nvmasons.org, with a link to our Facebook page titled Nevada Masons and a newsletter published quarterly. All of these are easily accessible to anyone. As with any college fraternity or sorority, there are secrets and private meetings. First are the ways in which a man can identify himself as a Mason, which are grips and passwords. This is the same for any fraternity or sorority. Second are Masonic ceremonies, which are private and for members only, but they are really not secret. As Brother Benjamin Franklin reportedly said, the grand secret of Freemasons is that there are no secrets at all. Is Masonry a religion? Masonry is not a religion, nor is it a substitute for religion. The fraternity requires its members to have a belief in a supreme being, but the fraternity itself is not affiliated with any religion. In fact, Masons are prohibited from discussing religion at meetings. Our doors are open to men of all faiths. Sometimes people confuse Masonry with a religion because traditionally some of the Masonic buildings are called temples. But we use the word in the same sense that Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes called the Supreme Court a temple of justice. Does Masonry engage in politics? While Masons are encouraged to participate in civic activities, Freemasonry does not endorse political candidates or legislation. Why do Masons wear aprons? Stonemasons wore leather aprons centuries ago to protect their skin and clothing, as well as to carry their tools. Today, the aprons are traditional garments worn as a symbolic connection to our stonemason roots. What does the G stand for in the Masonic emblem? The G stands for both the Supreme Being and for geometry, which both were important to the work of the ancient stonemasons. Why can't women join Masonry? Masonry is a fraternity, a brotherhood. The essence of a fraternity is that it is for men, just as the essence of a sorority is that it is for women. There are several affiliated Masonic organizations for women only, as well as organizations for both men and women. You will find there are several rewards in being a Mason. Most of our members say that the following are the most benefit to them: personal growth, friendship, charity, and making a difference for the better. Personal growth, which is achieved through our ongoing pursuit of knowledge, ethics, and leadership skills. Friendships are a sense of belonging through association with other men and their families who share similar values and beliefs. Participation in community service and many philanthropic programs, and belonging to an organization committed to making a difference for the betterment of our country and all mankind. One of Masonry's traditions is that we do not solicit members. Men must ask for an application on their own initiative. Membership is open to men aged 18 and older who believe in a supreme being. We welcome men of all ethnic and religious backgrounds who meet the qualifications and standards. We have a saying, to be one, ask one. We invite you to come and visit a lodge before one of their business meetings. You and your significant other can be our guests for dinner and meet some of our members. If you have more questions or are interested in becoming a member, please visit our information table located in the lobby. We have packets available with more in-depth information about Freemasonry, including contact information and a list of area lodges, their locations, and the days and times of their meetings. That is who we are and what we do, on the level. Thank you for visiting our Masonic Lodge. Your hosts welcome your questions. Have a blessed day.